Going on YouTube, going to be talking about how to scale on prop firms and what's the most effective way of, getting that first payout and scaling to more and more accounts to get more out of the markets. So let's start with you're a complete beginner. Let's say not complete beginner because you shouldn't even be worrying about this if you're a beginner. Let's just say you're intermediate, you've had a payout, but you're looking to go to the next level and start scaling prop firms. You want to trade 5 accounts with TopStep. You want to scale to 10 plus accounts with TradeSync, let's say. So the first thing, you want to be able to get payouts from one single account. So let's say you have a 50K TopStep account. The first thing I would be doing is getting your first payout. So let's say you get that balance to 53,000, okay, which is the buffer. My buffer I use is like $2,000, so $52,000. And my dog's barking for some reason. Anyway, so $52,000 is kind of that buffer that I go from. Anything more than that, I can take a payout. So let's say you get to 53,000, you have $1,000 you can request. With TopStep, you can only take half your balance, okay? So why are you barking? And so 53,000, you can take $1,000 out of that, which is perfectly fine you can only request half your balance. So half your balance of 53,000 is 1,500 USD, but requesting that $1,000, right? You take that out, your balance now becomes 52,000. You got $2,000 of drawdown left. This is perfect. Slowly build that back up to 53, 54,000. Take another payout. Now you've got 2 payouts. Now you've taken, let's say 2,000 USD. That's enough to buy another account, pass another account, activate a second account. Now you're going to be introduced to copy trading. TopStep X, Project X is the platform they use. So they use Project X. TopStep X has a copy trading inbuilt. So you can set up a leader and a follower account. So you're going to set that up. Now you're going to trade these exactly the same. It's going to be different because you're going to know you're trading 2 accounts, and this is why you got to start small. So you're going to get another payout across those 2 accounts, and then simply buy one more account. Now you're having 3 accounts, get another payout, and then from 3, I don't go to 4, just go to 5. So now you're at 5 accounts. What's the process from here? It's simply to slowly build your buffer. So having let's say you have a buffer of 52,000 across all 5 accounts. That's perfect. Now you got to build anything more than 52,000, you can take a payout. So kind of the rule of thumb is always allow room in your accounts for, losing 3-4 trades in a row. I don't see myself ever losing 3-4 trades in a row. My strategy, the R8 model, only loses maximum like 1 trade. I lose 1 trade and I probably win the next 3 to 4 trades because it's a very high win rate, low frequency trading kind of style, let's say, model. So I know if I have 52,000 as my buffer, so $2,000 drawdown, if I'm risking, let's say $1,000 per trade, I lose 2 trades in a row, I blow those accounts. But knowing my system, I know that I'm probably not going to lose 2 trades, 2 A+ setups, let's keep in mind, 2 A+ setups in a row. I probably will not lose those 2 A+ setups in a row. I might lose 1, I might get break even, but I know I'm going to win the next. And that's how my model works. I have confidence in my model, and you have to have confidence in your model to be able to scale prop firms. You have to. And you have to understand, is your model that you use, right, a low win rate, high R trading model, right? So if it is, you have to allow for those losses. So let's say you can take 8 losing trades in a row before you make like a massive 1 to 13 RR trade. That's cool. But you got to, make your buffer, allow for that. So if you're risking $500 per trade, you can lose 8 trades in a row. You have to have a $54,000 buffer to allow for that before blowing that account. To be honest, that sounds like a horrible model, but some people do trade this way. But you have to allow your buffer to be suited for your trading style. So I 52,000 is that sweet spot for me. It's enough that I can take out payouts and take the majority of the money out of the prop firm account, but it's enough. It's like a cushion. You got to allow a cushion. Okay, let's say you've got 5 accounts. On Top Step, you want to go further. I recommend Alpha Futures. So what I do is I have a 100K Alpha Futures account, which I will scale a little bit later, but I just trade 100K. Now, this account, I'm a little bit more risk on. I have more contract sizing because it's a 100K account. I've built my buffer. I can use 30 to 40 micros on this. It has got a consistency rule. However, I'm a little bit more risk on with this account. So this means if it's a low probability day, but an A+ setup appears, and it's not something that I'm fully intrigued on taking on my Top Step accounts, I'll take this on my Alpha account. So it's kind of like my, let's say, less risk. So if the trade has slightly a little bit more risk, I'm happy to take the trade, but I'm not willing to take it on my Top Step accounts. I take this on my Alpha Futures account. People go, oh, why are you doing this? Like, just take it on. It's just something I do, and it's something that works, and it allows me to get more trades into my journal, learn a little bit more, and kind of expand on my model. And I have to get content out as well. So I'm very low frequency with my trades. I might take 2-3 trades max per week, probably 2 trades per week. But if I have that 100K alpha, I can take slightly more setups. So, that 2 to 4 range, which allows me to do trade recaps, allows me to also make more money kind of thing. But if I blow that 100K account, it's not something that's like, oh my God, I just blew 5 accounts. It's just one account. It's not much to me. So it's kind of like my backup account, which I use for riskier trades or trades that I'm like, okay, let's make some money. I put a little bit more risk on the table. So that's where I'm up to. I trade 5 Top Step accounts. I trade 100K Alpha Futures account. I will add Alpha Futures accounts because you can get 3. So I'm going to scale that to 3 soon. And then in the future, I'm going to be opening up a TradeSync account and hopefully getting about 10 to 15 to 20 Alpha Apex accounts. So then I'll be trading all my accounts together. But I feel you have to build a lot of, like, your psychology has to be spot on to be able to do this, because the whole point of trading and scaling prop firms is you can trade, let's say you win $300 on the trade, but you have 20 accounts. So if you have, let's say, 10 accounts and you take a $300 win and you have 10 accounts, that there is $3,000, right? But you've traded, like, a $300 win is not very hard, but you have 10 accounts. If you have 20 accounts, it's a $6,000 win. So you can trade with less risk and make more by having more accounts, but it's the psychology, like, on your mindset, knowing you're trading 25 accounts it's hard. You have to slowly build to that. You can't just go 1 to 20. I think a lot of people go from one Top Step 50K account to 5. I did. And you blow them all in one night because you're not used to trading that many accounts. You can't handle the first loss. You can't handle losing 5 accounts. If I lose 5 accounts, I'll have them back in 2 days. Guarantee, 100%. I will have them back in 2 days. So it's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the world if you lose those accounts. You can just get them back. And so you can't trade them like they're your prize jewel. You have to trade them to make money. That's the industry that we're in. You have to trade to make money. You have to be risk on, and build your buffer and trade your accounts to suit your model. Very simple. But yeah, hopefully you guys learned something from there. But that's how you would scale prop firms, and that's how you use prop firms to your advantage, and how to design your trading style with prop firms around the model that you use. Yeah, but pretty simple, guys. Heaps more videos coming out. I'm recording a bunch. So we're just getting started. And yeah, I'll let you guys go. Peace.